Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Howler for an hour. We're going to be checking out something kind of chill today for this particular episode. This is Map, a game about maps. In this game, it says you make the maps. Become the cartographer of a small adventure crew and use proper navigation tools like a real explorer. Map the environment to turn unknown islands into a hand-drawn journey towards a legendary treasure. This is a cartography game. This is not a genre we typically play, but oddly it's a genre that has some games releasing in it, kind of all at the same time. Another one is Beware the Cartographer, I believe was another one that is coming out that we might also look at some point. So this is a cartography game. We're going to basically explore environments, use tools to find coordinates, and then, basically figure out where X marks the spot for different things. It seems really relaxing. Esther already actually recommends it. Esther, you played the demo and you liked it, right? I believe Esther played the demo and really enjoyed it, so he was looking forward to me playing this today. Happy to receive the review key for it. Let's find out what we got going here. Also, there's Twitch integration, so you in the audience today, you watching live, can also involve yourselves and maybe help out. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know exactly how the features work, but before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like. Maybe subscribing if you'd like to do that. Maybe coming over to Twitch if you want to watch this content live. Hang out, talk, lurk, whatever you want to do. Maybe involve yourself on little interactions like the Twitch integration. We have fun things that happen here, so come on by if you feel like it. We honestly would love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord server if you want to hang out over there. We have a coffee link if you want to help us directly monetize what we do here. And I very much appreciate it if you might consider it, because every little bit, it really does help. It keeps the lights on, lets us get food, helps us pay bills, and thank you very much for your support. Thank you for all of it. Every little bit does help. We also have a merch store as well if you want to buy some neat things over there. The links are in the description. You can check them out anytime. But yeah, come join us if you want to. Let's go ahead and start up and see what we got going. I don't know how good I'll be at this sort of game. Have you noticed that you can count your steps with your fingers? What? I guess so. A little pro tip. Drawlins. Ooh, bird. They're not satisfied with their drawing abilities. Hiring. Cartographer for Billy's Bunch. We are searching for the Raven King's lost treasure and need your navigation skills to follow the traces he left behind. Honestly, the music feels way quieter once we're off the title screen, which isn't that just the way of things? Why is the title screen in games always the loudest part of them? That's amazing. You're a fully fledged cartographer and want to join us. That means you can just walk around the island and mark the tree on a map. Also, we look like a Animal Crossing villager that knows. Oh no, we're like an HD version of an Animal Crossing villager or Animal Crossing protagonist character. We look like an HD version. It's kind of, now that I put it that way, it sounds kind of cursed, but I think they put that button there. Very handy. And all that just for your sense of direction, the outline of the island. Did you notice the voice clips, by the way? This character is just going, ma 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 ma. It's kind of good, actually. WASD, tab, run, and jump. Got it. I'm going to adjust the volume a little bit more, because, again, do you guys agree that it's a little quiet? Because I feel like it's a little quiet now. Turn it back up. Yeah, we'll go from 50 to 75. Let's see how that works out for us. Yeah, it went quiet after it really did. Let me know if that sounds good to you guys. Very bouncy. What's that? Never mind. Get your swimming badge. Swim too far away from the shore. Aw. I want to check out the boat. Alright, place marker. Drag the marker to the intended position. Confirm to complete the mission. Use the pencils to take notes on your map. Okay. Pencil. No, it's spade. Alright, let's see. Mark the tree on the map. Okay. I see there's a coordinate system. 20, 10, 0, 10. Okay. Important note. Very important note. So, okay, so we gotta look at the shape of the island. And this is the long part, so that's over here. And the tree's over there, so the tree's like here. Also, the guest thing isn't doing anything, is it? Let me just check. It is authorized, it is connected, it's enabled, and it's not in sub-only mode. Individual users should be able to guess. It is working? Oh, does it work? Look to the map. Oh! I see! Huh! Chris the Dubstep Shadow. Okay, cool. That's not where it is. You almost marked my ear. I guess that's why they call it an ear mark. That's cute, actually. Okay, so this is the integration. That's neat. So Lionel thinks it's there. I've kind of marked where I think it is, but let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't mark the right spot. It's more kind of in the divot. Like over here. So Chris actually has the right idea. So if you guys guess a second time, it moves your marker from the first place you guessed to the second place. So you can update your marker by guessing again. Oh! Alright! I didn't know there was a range thing. Alright then, I guess I'm pretty good at this. So, what happens if I get a bad score, though? Can I redo or something? Awesome, this is amazing. It does, it had decimals right there, Lano. Yeah, it does. I always held the map the wrong way around. Nowhere we hardly get anywhere. I don't actually know. Did you only ever get 3 stars, Essler? Select the mission to retry and trick... Oh, you can retry. Okay. It says right here. You can retry. You also travel out of mission and explore the island freely. Okay. Alright, I gotcha. Oh, cool! Look at the map! My drawing stays there. Oh, that's great. It's immortalized. Let's see. Like I said, I was off by less than a step across everything. Essler over here, humble brag. Well, I don't know what happens when you get a lower score. I never did that. Alright, let's travel here. Once like your tools faster, use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Map. Can you find your way around this island too? I was so bored when we weren't making any progress that I built a sandcastle. Mark it on your map. Show us what you can do. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Now, actually guess why my... No, let's actually guess now that I'm not spending 5 minutes clicking. Why is clicking so slow? Sounds like your net. Sounds like a personal issue. What's this? Landmark found position. Oh, okay. So if you find a landmark, it adds it to the map. Oh. Okay, so basically, if we find landmarks, we can help pinpoint things. So... I didn't break it by standing on it. Okay, well, this landmark is a little bit more on the northern part of the island, so the sand castle is around here-ish. It seems about equidistant from the shore. No, it's a little close. No. It's a little closer to the landmark. I guess, yeah, about where that person's X is, basically. That seems right. technically is slightly off, but I guess it's close enough to V00. It could have been a little further from the platform. But I guess it's still touching it, so it counts. Awesome, that was absolutely insane. You have to join a crew. Okay. Decimals do work with gas. Yeah, they should. I mean, there's decimals factored into things, so... It would be kind of weird if you couldn't use decimals. By the way, I'm Billy, leader of Billy's Bunch, the crew that will find the lost treasure of the Raven King. To follow his tracks, we desperately need someone like you, someone with exceptional cartography skills. To be honest, I've always taken care of that so far. I've tried counting my steps, but well, I don't even know which way is north. We've got some great paper on the scale, but I think it's definitely better off with you rather than me. How about it? Would you like to give it a try? Just mark milestones on the beach on your map. Tools. Hold to count steps. Well, let's find landmarks first. Are these the stones? Oh, those are the stones, probably. Funny. Cube. Landmark. So, what, mark the stones, okay, that is the pile, okay. So I can count steps. From where? Yeah, I guess I could. Also, thank you, Gearhead. Okay, well, it's somewhere around here-ish. But, I mean, I have a count steps feature. It actually tells me I can hold left click to count steps. But, I don't know where to start counting steps at. Like, I have a count steps feature, but I don't really, I'm not entirely sure how I want to use it. Let's see. I mean, I could count steps. Hold on. Alright, let's see. And right here. Yeah, that's good. And... "19 steps. 19 steps. No need to overthink it too. No, I don't even know how to use the steps, though. Also, what is that? Okay, so 19... What does 19 steps mean? What is it? What is a step? Like, what is a step? I don't know what a step is. Is it one... movement? Is it... No. Oh, is it this? No, I was like, where's the measurement for one step? Is this the measurement for steps? Okay. See, the thing is, like, I didn't know what steps measured to. Right? So... Oh, I forgot. Did I say 19? I think I said 19 steps, right? Okay, but I had to go like this. So what? When you're going diagonally through a what is diagonal? What is the width of a diagonal? if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then is this also 5? What's this? Crayon. So, okay, there's a way to do math, where if you're going like this and it's a certain distance, and if you go this, it's going to be a certain distance as well. Right? Like this, there's a way to math this. If you know this, if this is x, then this is x times something. Right? Diagonal 7 steps? Okay. So, and now here's the thing. I kind of went in a diagonal from the landmark. I guess it probably is diagonally adjacent. I really wish I had a ruler. Alright, let's see. I can't draw a straight line very well. But if I go... Okay, let me try something. Let me just go diagonally from the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight diagonal. So, like, I'm not gonna go to the rock pile. I'm gonna go straight diagonal, because I need to know exactly how many steps this is. Oh no, but if I go diagonal, I run into this. Oh no, that's horrible. Look at this, I can't walk diagonally from here, because if I try to count steps here, watch. Well, I guess that's 1, and then I go around this. Okay. Now we continue. This is 18 steps diagonally. So, did you say 7? It's about 7? Wait, you said about 7? Okay, good enough. So, 7, 14, and then half of that would be 3.5. So 15, 16, 17. That's kind of close. So it'd be right about there. Just a little short from the middle. So about there. Okay. And then, if that was diagonally that way, that's diagonally another way. That would be... If that was southwest... If that's southwest from there... And if I turn like that, I believe that will be... south. Wait, no, that wasn't southwest, that was southeast. If that was southeast and I turned that way to the right, then I'm facing southwest. And it's 3 steps southwest. And this is 5. And that's about 3. That's about 3, so that would be like... kind of about there. I'd say it's around there. Nah, darn, it wasn't quite on top of it. Use a wire between 25 and 30 for a measure reference? I don't understand. Try again. Oh, it just lets me try again. Oh, I could just grab it and move it. Oh, that's actually really kind of it. I thought I would fully reset. Oh no, that is okay, so that is actually further away if I go that way. Okay. So I actually was on the right track, I just didn't turn it enough, so it's actually more like here. No. No, I have it all wrong. I guess it's more towards the beach then. Right? Yeah, it is, but I didn't go far enough. Yeah, I'll put it where Sailor put it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're amazing! Yeah, it's really amazing when you do it. You do it 7 times and you get it right. It is the other 2 members' abilities much. But so how was I supposed to, like, triangulate that on the first try, though? Because, like, the landmark wasn't cardinally aligned to the rock pile? So there was no way to really aim the line? Oh, it's a robot person. Hello. Hello, map. Is a brilliant translator. She can understand up to 9 languages and is super fast at calculating and solving puzzles. Does she have a ruler? By using the beach, I guess? But wait, what was the point of the steps? Oh, I think I understand. Most probably she can read the glyphs of the rainbow. That's correct, but I don't have enough information to set the glyphs. In order to figure out where the next islands are, I need to know where the cartoglyph is on the map. That's where you come in. With your help, it'll be a piece of cake. The cartoglyph is so cute, I saw it. Almost as big as you are in covered glyphs. Before I forget, just a moment. Wait, there you go. Now you have a compass rose on your map. Cool, isn't it? Okay, so what I was supposed to do... I like to see I like you to see all the other guesses. So, like, I guess this is here, right? Right here. So I guess I could have just stepped from here. This would be north, I believe. That would be 6 steps. So. From that point, that's why they lined it up like right here. So then, oh yeah, because that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how I was supposed to do it from this little point. I just was using this landmark because it was there. I guess I should always work with the shortest distance possible. Okay, the landmark is for the cube. I understand. The landmark was not for the stone pile. I got tripped up, but the landmark was there, so I wanted to use it. Six blocks. It's 6 blocks. Got there. I drew it a little long, but... Oh, there's my marker. I was like, where's my marker? It's over there. That should be... Alright, yeah. These aren't super precise measurements, so short distance means better accuracy. I was gonna say, I don't like how I actually gotta say, the steps thing gives me anxiety because I feel like I'm gonna bump a rock and then my steps are wrong, and then my direction is wrong or something. I understand. Next you have to mark the rabbit burrow on the east beach. Okay, there's a big oak tree right next to it. I'll draw on the map. Wait, if I'm your cartographer, then how do you just offhandedly draw a perfect tree? I'm supposed to be your I guess she was doing the cartography before us, but... Alright. Nobody could guess because you didn't show the grid until right before you submitted. Oh. Oh! Well, yeah, because I knew what I was working off of, so... Sorry. Is this the burrow? Is that what this is? Oh yeah, there's a burrow there. Okay, well the burrow's in line, so the tree... Okay, the burrow is in line with the little tail of this island bit right here, so... It is directly east of the tree. Basically 5. I think I stepped wrong. Basically 5. Maybe a little short of 5. I gotta zoom in to, like, pick my guess, so... Probably about there. I like how I placed the one place that you guys didn't place. I guess I was inaccurate, so that's fair enough. Oh, actually, no, everybody was off, but more... Dirk was closest. Okay, I probably did put it a little short. It needs to go a little more this way. Needs to go a little bit more! I was too subtle with that. Wait, that should have been 5 steps. Okay, well, I guess it's 5 steps completely. It felt a little short. It felt like 4.8 or 4.9, but I guess the game's like, no, that was 5. I guess I should consider where the tree starts, though. At least this game has no punishment for, like, retrying. I appreciate that. It's easygoing. It's a chill game. Obviously, you want to try to get it right the first time, but it's fine if you don't. Will the rabbit burrow help with decryption? No, I just like rabbits. I decoded the cartoglyph a long time ago. We need to go to the following coordinates next. Okay. I'll make sure to show you guys the landmarks better, I guess, or something. It's way harder when we don't get to do our own measurements and have to use the grid. I guess so.
Map.
Amazing, you really did it. Our first new island. Wait, what about the other 3? You're incredible, I couldn't do that. Let's look for a starfish family. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is let you guys look at the coordinates and the shape. Actually, I know exactly what to do. You guys go ahead and just, like, study the map or take a screenshot. They already knew those islands. Oh, I see. Be right back, by the way, while you guys just figure out the coordinates for a second. You need the coordinates after the measurements. I think that the Twitch integration mode doesn't work very well for me because you guys need me to do specific steps for you guys to guess and do things. But in doing those steps, I'm throwing myself off. I'm derailing my own actions and thought process by showing you guys the map and stuff at times where you need it. Props. Just do the pause you find and give us a guess at the point. I mean... Oh no! How did Esther survive that? Oh, that's right, Esther said that they make no noise. Also, yeah, I need to zoom in to, like, make my drawings, but when I zoom in, you guys don't have coordinates anymore. They're quiet now. I'll try to avoid them. I'm guessing this is the starfish family. Okay, well, they're not directly... Hold on. Okay. This is east. This is east. Oh, Boston, it's not like Twitch integration's getting in the way of anything. I don't mind your guys' marks are fine. Twitch integration is not getting in my way. It's more that I'm getting in the way of the Twitch integration. It's the other way around. Wait, why are you guys sitting over there? Oh, just to see where things are? That's fair. I think this is to the east. I'm not sure why you guys are guessing over there, but let's see. I wish I had a ruler. It's really hard to be to judge the distance of a mark. Okay, I guess it's like... That should be 11. And then I gotta turn towards the beach side. So that's south. I'm turning south. And I'm walking... 2. Once I finish drawing, I'll zoom it out. Just give me a sec. Oh, interesting. I can't draw over your guys' names and stuff. Sometimes. So actually, weirdly enough, the Twitch... Oh, wow, why do they do it that way? So when people put stuff over the screen, it actually stops the drawing. Like, do you see my cursor? You see how I have a little dot? And then I go over here, and now the dot's gone. Huh. That definitely makes it hard to measure. I can draw if I start somewhere it lets me. Okay, it should be about there. There-ish. Here you go. That is an exceptional design flaw. That means that you guys literally stop me from drawing by trying to guess. Because if you're guessing accurately, then you will get in the way of my drawing. I'll draw over here. I think I didn't draw far enough. Yeah, somewhere around there. Whatever. Ah, dang it. Not far enough south? It also makes it hard to see my line. I should be able to turn off your guys' thing, I think. There. Close enough. But yeah, there's two problems with you guys guessing. One is that if you guys guess in an area where I'm trying to draw, it actually prevents me from drawing. I gotta start my drawing somewhere else, which can really mess up my ability to, like, draw the inch, like the inch I'm trying to draw. But the other thing is, when I'm placing the compass down, I can't see my own drawings if you guys guessed a lot over it. And by the way, I'm not criticizing you guys at all by saying that. That is entirely the game's fault, not yours. So it both makes it hard for me to place the marker and also harder to draw. I don't know why they did it that way. Why did they design... Like, here's the thing. You know what I should be able to do? I should be able to... There should be a button somewhere where I can toggle your guys' graphics on and off. So that way I can check where my scribbles are. I can check where my compass is. There should just be somewhere where I can hide your guys' guesses and then show them again. Like, I just temporarily hide them. Then it would be fine. Then it would be completely fine. If there was just a hide button, so I could draw freely and such. And then I could just show it again, you know. Cat! Oh, no, wait, no, raccoon. No, not cat. A real one, I knew it. That means Raven City is... It is... Also, there's furries, I guess. How dear. This is Milo, the third member of Billy's bunch. He's not very good with strangers, so don't worry about it. He was like that with all of us at first. He's actually against taking it anyone else. Bye! Also, he's a wheelchair. Redfin. His books. He's a nerd. The important thing is that he's as cunning as a fox when it comes to history. He's actually already studying with the 8th graders. Well, yeah, I was going to ask, like, are we like chibi style or are we children? I wasn't really sure. Okay, he's already studying with the 8th graders. Does that mean we're in 7th grade? That's pretty impressive. He's our expert on the Ravenfolk, and it's thanks to him that we have these maps here at all. Wait, why is a bunch of 7th graders able to go on, like, seafaring excursions on abandoned islands? Parodying is really lax. This is Pokemon parent level parodying. So what does that mean now, Milo? How do we proceed from here? Pokemon World Logic, yeah. I would say, well, if it's okay. Can you mark the ruins in the north next? But only if you want to, of course. Alright, let's see. The ruin in the north. What does that mean? By the way, I'd like to note something. See this landmark thing? Sometimes it has north, south, east, west on it. This one doesn't, so I have to just kind of figure it out. Actually, I don't know if I'm pretty sure the other one did to help you out, but it's not too hard to figure out. Ruins in the north. You know what I feel like I'm going to have trouble with this game? The game's going to be like, hey, mark this thing. And then I'm going to be like, okay, what is it? Like, what's the... Is this a ruin? This is... I don't know if this is like rocks. This isn't really a ruin. The arch? Is this a ruin? It looks like a door to a ruin. I guess it's a ruin. It is ruined. I guess this is... I guess they mean this. Or do they mean this? Is this the ruin? If I were to pick, I'd say this is the ruin, and that is a ruined gate, but it's not the ruin. This is the way to the ruin, and this is the ruin. I think this is the ruin. Where am I? Let's see. This should be north. Okay, that's some distinctive shapes. Oh, I'm over here right now. This is where I'm at. So the ruin's nearby that. Let's see, the center of the ruin's like right here. Okay, so I should note that I think I'm right here. No, hold on. Wibble, wibble, long. Oh, that's the long part of it. Yeah, that's wibble, long. No, I'm wrong. I'm right here. That's where I'm at. I'm right there. This is worth noting because I just have to walk south and I should be able to track it. That should be... I think I placed that correctly. I think that compass is where it should be. So let's just walk south. Okay, that didn't really work. Okay, let's walk north then. How's that? Six and a half? 7 would have been like here. Steps don't work with cliffs. I guess, whatever. Somewhere around there? I'll be honest, guys, I'm not very good at drawing these. I wish I... You know what I wish I could... I wish I could do like this, and then, like, move this over there. Uh, somewhere around there, I guess. Maybe I went a little long. Esther thinks I went a little long. I'm gonna guess where I went though. I may as well just pick what I actually did. Another thing that would help the integration is when I zoom in, it'd be nice if the coordinate display was still over there on the sides of the screen when I zoom in. It could just adapt to my shape. I'm not guessing where you guys are guessing, but that's okay. That's in the ruins. I don't know what your problem is, but okay. I think I went a little too far, probably. That's pretty good, though. There we go. I was the closest. Yay. Also, I'm sorry if I don't show off the scoreboard very long. I'm focused on I'm more focused on my own guess. So I'm sorry if I don't hold the scoreboard very long. I'll try to be slow about. I'll try to slow that down. I'm trying to get back to fixing my guess. There's something scribbled on the ruins. A treasure map. I found the treasure of the Raven King already. We have to dig it up immediately. Shovels. Here we have a shovel. Hello, Rue. It's the Spork Fairy. I don't know. Oh, Rue, hello. I heard you need a shovel. I can lend you one on one condition. Oh, what? Really, yeah? I want to join your crew. Why? That's not your business. I'm against it. Milo probably is too. I'm all for it. Ha. Who is this person? They are small. Yeah, have fun with your game. Okay. Save for treasure anyway. Keep an eye out for hints. See an open rail menu that's up your okay. Follow the treasure map in the ruin and dig up the treasure. Okay. Let me clear my lines. Oh, can I not? Oh, that's too bad. So I was like, okay, can I zoom in? Can I go to first person view? No. Dang it, is it really going to force me to be at this distance? There really should be a way to zoom in right now. I'd love to zoom in on this. Just to see it a little bit better. But yeah, that's... They're talking about... I'm trying to figure out where they're talking about. From here on, each will have things like this sitting around, okay? I mean, I kind of feel like... this right here, up here, guys, at the top, is that little pointy bit that's to the left of the X. But I'm not sure. Actually, maybe it's this. I don't know. Well, I guess this section here is that little divot. It's kind of poorly drawn. It's crudely drawn. Okay, it's crudely drawn. It looks like it's about where Fair put it. By the way, I'm not able to put a compass mark. That's not what we're doing now. Okay. So it's kind of between... Oh, wait, if you look... Oh, man, this is why I wish I could zoom in. So, the thing that's confusing me is this right here. So, I was thinking, is this being represented, this part here? Right? I was like, is that being represented? Wasn't sure. Like, question mark? But I think I just figured out that it's the... Yeah, if you look really close at this stone, You can actually see this on that map. If you look really close, there's a small wiggle just to the right of the pointy one. Why can't... Okay, Esther, am I missing something? Is there a way for me to go to first-person mode? Because I really need to go to first-person mode. But yeah, there's that little squiggle. That little extra little thing is there, actually. If you look really close. If you look super... Here, let me try it. Let me zoom it. Okay, let me use XSplit magic for zoom in. Here, hold on. Okay, do you see... Here, see what I mean? If you look right... You see that little bump? You see that tiny little bump you can't see without zooming in? So the bump is represented. That was confusing me. Yeah. This should be something you could... Okay, I do not think I like that the cartography game doesn't let me zoom in. I feel like that's an important detail. But yeah, anyways, it's where Fair basically drew it. So let's see. These rocks are not being represented, are they? Okay. That's that. That's that. Oh, that's the rocks. The rocks are represented. That's what this is. So it's saying the dig right here, I think. Yep. What is it?
Map.
Are you alright, Billy? It was very unlikely this would be the big treasure. Please don't be disappointed. Disappointed? Fizzlesticks! We have found our first treasure, a sticker box. How exciting! Who buried it? Sticker box. Now I no longer have to draw everything in with a pen. You can also make quick markers with stickers. So handy. Oh, we should take the sticker box to the museum and not keep it for ourselves like scavengers. That's wrong. Too bad, Bite. You're not being listened to. And why is 0 of 3? Huh. Oh, 1 of 1, 0, 0, 0. Oh, I see how this works. Okay. 0 of 3. So there's treasure chests all over the place here. I never used stickers. You're so humble, Brady. Very well, now you're gonna help me. I'm looking for a particular flower. It smells like it's not from this world. It's beautiful and Well, I don't know what smell that would be then, if it's not from this world. It's just perfect. Unfortunately, it's not really sure where it might be. Okay, we'll find it. It'll work all the flowers on the island. That won't be necessary. I actually know the red flower is one of those. Isn't one of those little yellow and white ones? Perhaps you'll find a flower that's a different color. For now, you can find optional treasure to dig up. This island has 3. Okay. Optional treasures? So do I need to, like, look for context clues? Well, let's look for landmarks. The first thing I should always do is just run around and find if there's a landmark that's good to have. I already think there's a treasure here, just because it looks like a good spot. Okay. The first thing I want to do is just get things on the map, like landmarks. I feel like that's the important thing. They're not precision tools, they're just fun. Oh, they aren't? Let's take a look at our stickers. They're just fun, like bees. Very fun. Anyway. What is this? It's a bridge. I guess I can mark a bridge with it. Oh, that's definitely not helpful. I'd rather just draw an X. That's cute, though. Sheep has no time for fun. Oh, no. Does that mean that sheep didn't draw a little sheep like I did on the first map? I drew that for fun. I thought you guys... I actually am pretty proud of that little doodle. I think it's very cute. Tower. I'm actually in the southeast right now. Okay. Also, yeah, there's a special flower here. I'm ignoring it. It sounds like there's optional treasures and then there's a main objective, so... You know the order you do that sort of thing in. Optional stuff first. Oh no, I will ignore that, if I can. Oh, there's no landmark by the beehive. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so there's optional treasures I can dig up. Didn't tell me how to actually do it, but, you know. I'm just looking for, like, map scribbles on walls or something. You know, like the ruined cabin. Landmark was by a tower. What was it? Oh yeah, there it is. As far as the demo went, break proximity was not required. They could use bees as a landmark, though. That's entirely possible. Oh. Huh. Church. Kind of gives me a church back. I guess I could investigate the tower. Actually, was I on the right idea about climbing this? Hold on a second. I certainly can climb it. I don't think I'm finding any secrets doing that, though. So, again, the game said there's 3 optional treasures to dig up. And also, the main objective is marking this flower, because it says to mark the flower that's not white or yellow. So, that would be this one. I'm not worried about that yet, though. I'd like to find the treasures. Okay, this tower. I was trying to scope out if there's a way to climb it. I don't think there is. How am I supposed to find the treasures if I can't find a map for the treasures? Wait. Wait. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Let's see. I think this is a map. But I don't know which square it's talking about. Because, like, it seems to be... Okay, facing this direction, one of these squares has a treasure in the upper right corner. Yeah, top right, but which quadrant? There's that square, that square, that square, that square, that square, that square, that one over there, that one, and I think that's it. So, like, which square? Top right... Yeah, of which square, though? I could just dig each one until I find it. It'll just be around here. Somewhere. On one of these quadrants. I don't know which one. This looks suspicious. Nope. That didn't really work, actually. You can see that this little stick pile here, it marks the spot. Do any of the walls have things sticking out like branches? I mean, there are branches, like, if you look straight ahead, that quadrant there has sticks at it. If you look, like, there's some more sticks over here. See? There's these sticks. These sticks. A stick right here. Which I don't think indicates anything. That does look like the right spot to dig, but it's not. Look at the part that only got 2 walls. So there's... None of them have that. So none of them... Yeah, this would also indicate to me that there's a section that only has a left and a south wall, and the east and north walls are broken, but I don't think there's any that match that. Like, look. This one has a south wall that's broken, but only a south wall and a little bit on the east. This one has its west wall broken effectively. The south is really broken. Like, there's no quadrant that matches that. I'm sure that this is... But you notice these branches are perfectly lined up with these walls, so I know that I'm facing the right direction. So when Rose says it's a perspective thing, it's gotta be, like, this direction. Like, this is... Like, this left angle here, this L shape, it's gotta match up with these walls. Like, it's gotta be the same as this L shape, for instance. This L here, it's gotta be the same orientation, because it's perfectly lined up to be that orientation. So the question is, what does it mean? What is it trying to say? Oh my god, Tucker, top right square. Okay, can I just ask, what is the top right square? Is this the top right square? So we'll be digging in the middle of the top right square? No. I feel like this would be the... What would you guys call the top right square here? I would call it that one. Wait, is it just 4 squares? What? What? Okay, Durg, I'm gonna be a little blunt. In what universe are there 4 squares here? In what universe are there 4 Durg, what do you count as 4 squares? What are you even talking about? There are not 4 squares here. Arguably there's 0 squares because they're all broken, so none of their lines are... Like, all these are... They're all, like, ruined, so none of them are complete squares, technically, but... The two directly in front of the map. What? Why those two? Why were you... Well, I guess they are... But they're not directly... Look at this. Actually, wait. Well, I mean, it feels like this branch is kind of pointing down almost the middle. And a 2-touchy landmark. I mean... There is a quadrant of 4 there, but why would you ignore the square in the tower and the square to the northeast of the landmark? Those are also squares. Like, there's other squares. There's 6 squares in front of us. There's arguably a square over here. Kind of. Yeah, there is a... This is a square. Look, you can see the wall here. And the wall here. There's a square here as well. I haven't dug here. Oh, wait, no, the upper right. Hold on. No. Oh, what's this? I'm sorry I'm staying on top of it. Okay, ignore that. Wait. Wait! Wait. Hold on. Okay, I need to ask a question. There's 3 treasure chests. Was this just trying to tell me where to find a map? Like, was that indicating this? Or is this a separate puzzle entirely? Like, is this the same puzzle, or is it a different puzzle? Because, I mean, there was a map in the upper right section of one of these squares, so if that was trying to tell me to find that, I found it now. Those are 2 different chests. Okay, so that's an unrelated puzzle, everybody. That's an unrelated puzzle. Let's ignore it for now. I'll come back to it. Unrelated puzzle. Honestly, I think the problem I have with this rock puzzle here is that it's just very vague. Maybe I'm supposed to look for a couple of sticks that are crossed in an X? Are there any sticks that are crossed in an X, maybe? Like, not right here, but like down there. Are there any 2 sticks that crisscross? Yeah, not quite, but thick. No. A lot of sticks here, I'll just dig. The stick here. Kind of pointing over here. I think I dug there already. Maybe better take a step back and think of it from a different perspective. Okay. I'm gonna dig the bunny. Okay. Bunny marks the spot would be kind of funny. Well, let's look at this. Okay, different. Oh, I think I have a hunch. What if instead of this being, what if these sticks represent not a like those walls? What if this represents the wall of the church? No, that would be like. What if the top of this branch is actually sticking straight up? A cliff truck. Try around the cliff. What? What cliff? Wait a minute, I just had a thought. This is the only place with an L-shaped wall. You notice this? Like, there's no wall, it doesn't jut this way. This is like the outer of it, so maybe right here. Or maybe down here, actually. Down here, wouldn't it be? Like here? No? Let's see. No, that it would be about here. Or inwards a bit. That's about where it should be. Oh! I see the logic, because there's only an L here. It's outside the walls, but it does form an L right here. So the logic kind of checks out, but let me look at it again. Wow, we already went through an hour that quickly. How would you know how zoomed in that map would be? I wasn't even thinking about the zoom of it, personally, but... I mean, I guess it's technically a plus, yeah. A plus can also mark the spot, but it isn't an X. It is a plus. I mean, the map grid does kind of match up with it, but like, if it maps, okay, but if it matches, well, I don't feel like that's. I mean, do you guys want me to like? You guys want me to? Do you guys want me to just start digging in the upper right corner of every single grid section? Like, just every single section? There, 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 there. I mean, like, it doesn't narrow it down enough, you know? Because I could just dig every one of these. Because these are all technically match this. The rock band needs to be rotated. Okay, maybe... This is helping me. Yeah, I could just, like, look at a different camera angle. Though I feel like the camera angle I was originally looking at was the most promising. Maybe... I mean, this wouldn't really change where I dig. Maybe it changes where I would look to dig. That doesn't seem to be doing much. This just looks like the wrong angle to be staring at this puzzle, but... I don't see anything of note. No, that doesn't look very promising either. I mean, I could run straight this direction, see if I run into something that looks right. No, not really. No. Plus does not mark the spot. That's all well and good, but I can't figure out what the plus, where the plus would be indicated, anyways. What's the plus if not the dig spot? Like, if it's not the dig spot, that means it's physically something to be looking for. You know? I would think it'd be a crit. I'm just a little suspicious of this area. There's a lot of sticks. Okay, Esther just said the puzzle is pointing to the dig spot. It's okay, step one. It's pointing? Is it okay, is it like this way? Do I just follow the tree branch and go this way? And then I look for like something that's a plus side? I'm confused. I don't understand how it's pointing, but let me see. I kind of ended up here. You know, those fences kind of look like a crisscross X. Or a plus sign. No, they're not a plus sign, they're an X. Oh. 6. Stand on the cross sticks and turn towards the center. Oh! You think it's like an arrow, like this direction? You're supposed to stand on the... You're supposed to stand on this and then face the sticks that you're not standing on? And then it tells you to go this way? Okay, I'm just gonna start digging randomly, because that doesn't really tell me distance, but sure. I can see the vision, but it doesn't really tell you how far to go. I can definitely dig on this line, though. Okay, I don't think that did anything. Unless... You can dig in the watery area. Nah, I don't think so. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and ask Esther to just tell me how to do it. This feels like a puzzle where we need to work backwards with the answer in tow to figure it out. I don't think anybody said this was a kid's game. You have to line the sticks up with the closest walls, then go dig with the X's. You have to line the sticks up... Line the sticks up... okay. This is not an... Oh. With the closest walls? So, like... It doesn't mean this square. There's no wall here, unless it counts the cliff wall. Is the cliff wall being counted as a wall? Because it's not technically a wall. It's just a cliff. It has a wall. Also, I already tried digging there. I thought. You mean dig, like, right here? Oh, come on! Come off it! What? Esther, no, I wouldn't have gotten it by accident. I was digging in this spot. I guess I forgot that one section. But technically the way I was solving it was by considering this a square and this to be the spot in the square. I did almost dig that up earlier when I was checking each square in this about spot. So I'm surprised I didn't find it earlier, actually. But I object to saying that was accident. I object to you saying that I almost found it by accident because I was using logic. So, technically the logic I used would have still solved the puzzle. But yeah, I don't really know how you're supposed to figure out. Basically, you know how I would have done this puzzle? Very simply. Just simply make it so that the sticks match the walls. And what I mean by that is, so this was the quadrant I wanted me to dig in. Okay, there should have been a long stick going this way, about halfway, and then there should be a bit of a break, and then there should be a short stick about here, and then it should meet up with another long stick that goes the entire way across, completely all the way. And then there should be a really tiny little bit of stick right in the middle of this south side, and then there should be a somewhat long stick going up this way, and then it stops a little early. Same on this side, actually. Basically, the sticks, there should have been more sticks, and they should have actually matched the deterioration of the walls. That way it would have been actually a good puzzle. Because it would have matched, basically the sticks would have been where the wall pieces are. And anywhere there isn't a wall piece, there wouldn't be a stick, you know? That would have made it a good puzzle. Because then you could be like, oh, it means this specific wall section. But instead they did these big pieces, like this. Look at this big stick going across all the way. Meanwhile, there's a complete break in this wall here. There shouldn't be a long stick here. Anyways, let's go back to the map that was over here. I'm sorry, I have to stand next to these little guys to look at this map. I apologize. Okay, that's down here. And it says to dig. Well, here. Okay. I think I need to remember which way is which. Do I have a compass? The game said I got a compass, didn't it? Be nice to pull it out. Do I have a compass? I don't think I do. Alright, let's see here. So I need to go south and then south and then east. So south and then turn left. I got it real fast, Esther. I got it real fast. Okay. And yeah, it should just be over here. See, I can solve these when they're not stupid. I got a buddy. We have a map compass. Well, that doesn't tell me which direction I'm facing, though, so that doesn't really help. I'd love to know what direction I'm facing all the times. I mean, I could run over to the landmark to figure it out, but yeah. Now, where's the last map? I think Dirk said he found the map when I was looking around. I think he said... Dirk said he found the third map. I think he said that when I was looking at this chimney. I'm gonna dig at the chimney. Okay, no. This is orienteering. It's a pain in the ass. I guess so. So yeah, I guess let me run around randomly to find the last map. Well, I mean, we're still looking at puzzle design, too, and bad puzzle design is bad puzzle design, you know? I'm gonna check the shores a little bit. This area is kind of suspicious, too, this little walkway. Yeah, I think Dirk's at least thought he spotted the third map, but I don't know where. Ooh. It's here. No? Like, I don't even need the map. I'm just like, this is a spot where the treasure chest is. Like, oh, wait. No, okay, here we go. That's where the map is. Okay, got it. I'm not actually got it, but I think I do. Right here? Yep. The reason I knew to go here is because it was a plus sign set of 5 squares, and that would imply this is a spot that would have that arrangement right here. Because there's one to its south and one to its east. And I'm not pointing in the right direction. One to its north and one to its west. So, anyways, Diggy Diggy I can do. Diggy Diggy is I mean, besides that one puzzle being bad, I can do Diggy Diggy. What I have to say, Diggy Diggy is more fun for me than Compass Compass, which doesn't sound nearly as fun to say. In other words, honestly, the main thing, the main element of the game I'm less interested in, the optional treasure chest, that's a little more fun. Let's see then. What do you want to bet this is actually on the grid? It probably is. Let's see. Yeah, it is, absolutely. Alright. I didn't even do steps then. Yeah, it's just... It's where Fairy marked it. That's one of the easier ones to orient. Excuse me, I looked around and I think the corners of the houses are hiding a cartography secret, so we should have taken a closer look at. We haven't found the rainfall yet. My programmer taught me that it is wrong to interrupt people. It is impolite. You don't do that. Impolite me? That's what I don't get it. What you want to say, Milo? It's okay. No, really, Milo. You want us to take a closer look at it? No, well, if it's possible, mark the corner of the house with a white stone somewhere northeast of the landmark. Okay. Also, I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to be mean. I don't, but these characters are kind of whatever to me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean. But it's like we got this big cast of characters and I just don't care. Like, I'd like to care, but like, they each have archetypes, right? That's the shy one. That's the go-getter one, the main leader person. We got the robot who's kind of a little bit, they're the smart one. And then we have the random forest elf that is the one that wants flowers and forced to join. And I don't know. I don't care about any of these characters, really. Like, it's very clear the developers are trying to give them a lot of personality and lines, but it just doesn't land for me. It feels more like they're just interrupting the gameplay. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I don't know. But I don't know. It's like they throw a bunch of characters at me and expect me to care. And it's like, you know, maybe I'd care a bit more if I saw 3D models of them. Maybe if, like, I could, like, you know what would actually make them a lot more interesting? Let me show you guys something. You see that place over there? We've seen it in every level. I think this is our, like, boat that we travel around on. If they had bothered to... If there was, like, a little hub space where we could see them on the boat, and we could, like, go up and talk to them and learn a little bit extra about them, and we could see their 3D models, like, you know, animate and stuff, then I would care a little bit more about them. I'd like to see their little ship base. I'd like to see what they do while we're doing our map thing, because they're just kind of talking to us and telling us to do things. But, like, why don't we go see them on the boat, and we get to see their models, and we can just kind of ask them some questions to learn about them or something. Like, something like that would make them a little more personable, I feel. What am I supposed to do? So you don't like the characters because they're two-dimensional? Well, yeah, they're just talking heads. And there's sure a lot of them. I don't know why there's so many. Yeah. They're kind of disconnected from our world. Exactly. We're here, they're there, and I don't know why I should care about them. Yeah, exactly. Because honestly, this is a pretty lonely game. I'm just kind of on an island by myself. Mark the corner of the ruin by the dead tree. Oh, this one? Okay. East, east, north. Easy. I don't need to even step it. It's just right here. Maybe that's why I liked it. Wait, why'd you like it? Because it had flat characters? It still sticks max from island, but no further currents to locate the next islands. Have you seen a new cartograph on the island? Without it, we're stuck here. Or cartoglyph. Cartoglyph. You know what? I ran around this island, I did not see the cartoglyph. Is that another cube? I'm looking for another cube, right? I don't think I saw one. Maybe by the tower. No, probably not by the tower. Oh, no, you misunderstand me. You misunderstand me. I'm not saying that I don't like that I'm alone on this island and doing cartography. That's fine. I don't mind that. What I mind is that there's characters that exist, but they're really just there to tell me instructions and tell me what to do. I guess it's also it, too. Like, by being so disconnected, by just being over there, it feels like they're not really helping. Like, it feels like I'm doing all the busy work, and they're just telling me what to do. And like, yeah, like, okay, Mr. Robot Guy said, I can decode this. I know where we're going next. It's like, that's nice, but... Like, I feel like they're just yapping orders at us as flat two-dimensional characters and not really, like, being a team. They don't feel like a team. They feel like random characters. But don't get me wrong. Oh, I found it. Okay, it's right here. It looks like it landed, kind of roughly. I don't mind doing cartography by myself on an island, but if that's what I'm doing, then I don't need a bunch of characters popping up that aren't really part of the game. You know? That's what I mean. Okay, I can follow some lines here to find this. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going west from this? Alright. West from this. Okay. West 1 grid, west 2 grid, west 3 grid. So west 3 grid. May as well draw it. And then south 1 grid. And then 3 more steps south. So that would just be, since a grid is 5 steps, that would just be a little over halfway. Just a little over halfway, not too much, but a little bit over. Yeah. Because the middle of a grid space is 2.5 steps. So if it's 3 steps, I need a little further. I think I'm doing better than Esther kind of here, actually. You have to keep in mind that I did stop short of 3 steps, but technically if I was a ghost and I could walk into the cube would have been exactly on 3 steps. So while I stopped a little before 3 steps, technically the cube was at 3 steps, the center point of it. I can do this. Okay, while Bai was thinking, Milo asked you to perhaps check a theory he has. He wondered whether all the houses here are 5 steps long. And he asked me what I thought about it and whether I could ask you to see the house that is 3 steps long. Why do you care about that? Why do you care? Oh, they built this house 3 steps long. They built that house 5 steps long. Like, okay. Okay. Does it help us with our mission? Alright, well, I guess I'll do that. You're doing great. Oh, thank you, Esther. I'm a little mixed with this game. It's kind of fun. It's kind of chill. But I do kind of wish the characters would just go out of the way and I just would get objective markers telling me this is what you need to find next. I kind of feel like I could do without the characters and just be told what to do in a more uniform and quick fashion. And then I just go at it. Gameplay's fine, in other words. Aside from that one puzzle that I do think was a bad puzzle. Mostly because it was, yeah, the church. Well, obviously the church. I have a frame of reference. This is 5 steps. These grids are 5 steps. This is a 5x5 area that I'm running around. So it's pretty obvious that they mean the church, I think, because, well, I can demonstrate. Watch. Actually, that feels more like it's 6 steps long. So this feels like, hold on. It's basically 3 wide, but it's 6. It's actually 3x6. They want me to mark a ruin that's 3x2. Honestly, I could probably eyeball this. Let's just run around a little bit. Obviously, all these spots are all 5x5, so that doesn't count. Maybe this guy? Yeah, he seems to be 3x2. Okay. Do you think it's still on the grid line? Obviously, it can't completely be on the grid line, but it might still be on the grid line partly. Actually, let's see. Oh, here we go. So this is directly in the middle. So the church wall is directly in the middle of this grid space. And if we run past the church wall, you see it's perfectly aligned with this as well. So this is, right now, I'm in the middle of a grid space. Like, right halfway through. Which means that this is probably... Let me see. That's 2. Okay, so that's probably... a little tricky to line up, but I think... Let me jump on the church, actually. This is the best way to line this up. Okay. See, I want to know... Whoops, jump too far. I'd like to get a camera angle. Dang it! I'm not trying to jump off the wall. Okay, hold on. Okay, Esther, you take it easy. Sorry. Okay, I'm just there. Okay. What I wanted to do was jump over here. Jump over. Oh no! I found out how to zoom the camera in. Ah. Okay, let me go the other way around. I will explain what I'm doing once I get there. The jumping's a little weird, so I go a little further than I think I will sometimes. And make sure you just tap it. Okay, I know I can climb this. I did it earlier. Okay. I wanted to get on this wall section. That was the whole point. So I wanted to line up with this. Okay, so this lines up pretty much with a window. Which also lines up with this beam. So it lines up with that window? Yeah, it does. Okay. So, right now, one of the walls of that room is lined up with this window frame right here. So, if I go over here... Yeah, that's basically lined up to this. I wanted to know if it was. I think it's pretty close. Close enough to work off of. Okay. Which means west 1 quadrant is lined up to that. That's what I was trying to figure out this whole time. It's close enough to work off of. And then we need to go north, so... Actually, let's see if this is 5 steps. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, the church wall... Two more quadrants north. Then we run to the church wall. Which I'll mark with, like, yeah. The church is nearly 3 steps wide in that direction. But notably, it is 2 more steps to the ruin. So actually, it's 5 steps that way to the ruin, basically. From the line I just drew, it's 5 more steps to get to the ruin. So it should... That should bring us to... That should open a second window right side when I face it. That's right here. Now it's a little off, so I will need to adjust a little bit more to the west at the end of this, but I'm just going to map it up till that point. So that should put us right about here. So... One north, 2 west, basically. Huggy Hub. About there. I drew the line a little far, but about there. Yep, there we go. I just got an achievement. In the wrong place at the wrong time. Hit your character with a marker. I just hit my character. Also, yeah, there we go. See, my convoluted method can work. Like, I did it in a very weird way, because I was like, I need to climb this church to measure what I'm doing. But it works. It did work, you know? Actually, it's pretty centered in the ruin, too. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close to, like, perfect on. Magic called the Cramps disease, and it seems like if the Raven King stops to create these glyphs to guide us. Well, obviously it's a map, so... He says that only a skilled cartographer can follow his tracks. Okay. In order for we must find treasure on this island. I already did that 3 times. 13 steps north, 7 steps west of the tower. Okay. I don't know how you work closer, but you did a good job. 13 steps north and 7 steps west. That's a little tricky because I can't stand in the tower to get a center point, but alright. The tower is southeast. So there's one thing I really hate about the landmarks. I really, really hate this. Do you see the problem? Like, it's actually kind of useful to take diagonal steps from the landmark now and then. But it just stops me from doing it. With these pillars. So I can still do it. I mean, I can go like 1 step, jump over, land on the other side. 2, but like that's really awkward. That's really annoying. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they decide these little prongs need to be here. Diagonal cardinal steps are useful. Southeast, northeast, northwest, southwest. Those are very legitimate directions to count steps in. I guess it doesn't want me to, though. It wants me to always do, like, north, south, east, west. Still, it's useful. What are these little marks on the map? Little... Oh, that's the cube, and that's the flower. Okay. Well, we know the flower is equidistant from... Actually, the flower is useful here, because it's just... Tower is here. Tower is here. So... which puts it... Unfortunately, it does put it at a half step. That's 2.5 steps for the edges. So we'll have to keep that in mind. So I need to go 13 steps north, 7 steps west. Okay. treasure chest is in the way. 12. 13? Yes? It should be right here. Tweezers! Oh wait, no, it's one of those, it's the thing where you put the point on the table and it has a pencil on this side, and you do a spin and you make a circle. What's it called again? I don't remember. Compass. A different type of... That's right, the other type of compass. The virus are really for the Raisin Kings? That's cool. We just have to find the treasure. Incredible! That belongs in a museum together with a sticker box. Shut up, Bite. We're gonna use it and not put it in a museum. Too bad. Too bad for you. I'll do one more island before we switch games. I'll do one more island. Since I think up to Island 4 it was technically just tutorial. Island 5 was an actual island. Let's do one more actual island and then I'll switch games. How's that sound? Now you can actually measure things. Alright. Yeah, also we're still technically getting items. There's one treasure chest here. Next one was the end of the demo. Okay. So we go look for your flower on this island. Why do we care about your flower? No? You know what? How about a picnic with fruit, pancakes, and cookies? I always cheers up my little sister and she'd have one of her captors. Excuse me, Tat. Why are you upset? Great, this is settled. You need a great view of flowers because here's the other problem. Like, you know how I was mentioning how the characters feel out of place? Like, they don't feel like they're part of the world. They don't feel like they're here. They're talking about doing things. But talk is cheap. It's one thing if you have, like, an operator in a game, like, hey, I'm going to be the guy in the chair. I'm not going to come out. I'm just going to be the guy in the chair. I'm going to tell you instructions. I'm going to help you out. But these characters are talking about doing things. Having a picnic. Going to the islands. Doing this. They're not going to do it, though, because they're just PNGs. That's the problem. They're talking about activities, but it's talk is cheap. They're not actually doing anything. They're talking about doing things. But this is a video game. Have them do it, you know? Anyways, that's my thoughts. So we're looking for the highest point. Like, they're going to go have a picnic. So I went to the island alone to find the picnic location. And obviously, when I'm done, I will leave before they have the picnic. Because obviously, they don't want to render all that. You know, it's like, it kind of has a visual novel flair. But, like, this isn't a visual novel, so I don't feel like that fits. I feel ostracized from the group. Like, alright, we have our new cartographer. We're going to make them do a bunch of things. But they might have a virulent disease, so we'll always make sure to send them out alone. And then when we go to the island, we'll make sure they leave so they're not ever near us, so that we don't get sick with whatever they got. It feels like we're being quarantined. It's kind of weird, right? I realize it's a budget thing, probably. Making 3D models for all the characters, besides just the main character, that takes effort. That takes money, right? I get it. But, I don't know. If you're going to render my main character, and they look pretty good, by the way. I like their model. I like their vibes. But we're a silent protagonist, and it'd be kind of nice if all these talking heads would actually show up and... Like, imagine how this game would be if, instead of just being alone on the island, these characters talking about doing things with you. What if those two characters, you know, the little green elfie person and the main ringleader who wants to do the picnic, imagine if they were both here and you could, and like one of them is like, okay, where's a good place, and they're scoping out, and the other one's like crossed arms like, harumph, I'm grumpy and I am upset for some... I don't even know why she's upset, but she's upset right now, so imagine she was just hanging out and she didn't really want to talk to you, but she's hanging out. Yeah, it just, those little touches would make a difference. It would make this feel a little bit more... I don't know, it would... I feel like they need to go either direction. Either this needs to be a solo game where it's just us going out on adventures solo, and there aren't really other characters involved, or bring these, if you want to have other characters involved, bring them in. Get them involved with the islands. Make them show up here. Make them hang out. Like, it feels like they kind of went in between those two options, and by doing so, it feels kind of awkward. This is either, you know, a meditative solo adventure, or let's bring the characters in and get them involved, you know? Yeah, they're not adding anything, so why are they here? That's kind of the problem. Good night, Mark. But that's the thing, they aren't here. That's the whole problem. They don't have presence. They're here, and there's the idea that they're here, but they're not really here. Yeah. Like, one can presume they're over there. Okay, even if, like, you know what, like, at the very least, like, it'd be cool if I could look over there and they'd be hanging out over there or something. Like, it'd be nice if I could see activity. That looks abandoned. There's nobody over there, you know? I like the boat, by the way. I'd like to go walk on it. Looks kind of neat. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be overly negative. I'm just, like, actually confused why there's other characters, and I'm just trying to figure it out. Dig right here. Oh, I dig. Seashells. Okay, now. I don't know what actually I'm doing. Let's take a look. Using the dividers! It's a valid criticism. Thank you. I don't think it ruins the gameplay, but it does get in the way of it a little bit. Okay. So these are called... I thought this was called a compass, but it's called dividers? Are there different words for this thing? Select the pencil to draw your dividers. Oh, that's all the instructions I'm being given? Alright, okay, so this can... Oh, yeah, this is useful, because I can, like... Yeah. How far can I stretch this? Wow, quite a ways. Alright, so I can, like, set it. And then, now it'll just hold that. And we can use that. Well, it kind of bounces. I guess it snaps to the nearest... That's fine. Oh, it's snapping to the grid line. Okay, I see. There. Now we can measure 5 really easily. There it is. I mean, not that I need to, really, but because I can look at the grid, but yeah, yay. Mark the highest point with flowers. Okay, there's a treasure chest here, I think. I believe the game said there's a treasure chest. One single treasure chest? Let's go look for that first. You can also rotate one leg around the other. Yeah, how do I do that? Oh yeah, like this. Whee! Oh no, that's... Oh yeah, I can measure... That's true. Let's see something. So let's actually... You guys said like it would be about 7 diagonally. Let's see what's for all. Let's see what's for all how long diagonal is. Okay, there we go. I've measured it. Let's go put it down here so we can find out. What is a diagonal? A diagonal... Okay, it looks like a diagonal is indeed 7. Okay, cool. Good to clear that up, just make sure it was. Okay. So, okay, there's one other thing I think is kind of weird. You see how when I'm on the world map, it says there's 0 of 1 treasure chests? If I go over here, you can see there's 1 of 1. You see 1 of 1. But you also see 3 of 3. So, like, the side sticker is the optional treasure chest. So the previous island had 3. We have 3 of 3. You see how it says 0 of 1 here? Okay, I'm going to make another valid criticism because we see this problem in a lot of games. There's an awful lot of games that do this. How often have you played a game where there's, like, collectibles in a game? Like, the game's divided into, like, levels or worlds, and before you enter the level, it tells you what the collectibles are and how many you have and how many you're looking for. But then when you enter the world and you try to pause, you can't see that information anymore. There's a good number of games that have, like, a collectible in a level or world, and they'll tell you outside the level gates, but they'll also tell you when you're in the level. But there's also, it seems like there's an equal number of games where once you enter the level or world, you can't look that information up, you're just supposed to remember. It's weird. A lot of games do this, where they'll tell you before you enter the level what you're looking for, but if you enter the level... Give it a second. But if you enter the level... Now there's just not... Oh, no, I take it back. It's down here. I didn't see it. My bad. It's over here. It's below the stickers. It's kind of hiding a little bit. I didn't notice it over there. Whoops. Okay, that's good. I'm glad they put it in the level. Complaint lifted. I will not complain. Criticism redacted, because I can do that. See, just because I'm criticizing something doesn't mean I want to be unfair about it. Okay, so let's see if we can find ourselves the secret treasure. Oh, note that when I left Love and came back, it actually remembered where I left the compass and stuff. That's kind of nice. I appreciate it remembers the position of things. It's kind of weird that it replayed the cutscene, but that's fine. But yeah, I am almost certain, and I am sympathetic to this, I'm almost certain the reason that we have talking head characters that never get involved is, I think what happened, and I sympathize with this, the developers were like, hey, we want to have a game with these cute characters and a little cast of characters, but we don't have enough budget to, like, give everybody a 3D model, so we'll just have them have 2D images, and they'll just talk. While you're the one on the island, well, we have enough budget to make a 3D model for the player character, but the other characters we don't, so we'll just have them talk on the side. And I understand that, right? I understand the idea that you have to balance your budget. You know, like, you don't have infinite money, you don't have infinite time and effort, you can't pay everybody to do... You can't pay... Like, paying for a single 3D model from a 3D modeler is pretty expensive, so paying for, like, 6 or 7, that's going to be even more expensive. I get it. But it's one of those situations where they sacrificed a little bit on their vision, probably, by doing just the 2D characters. But unfortunately, that kind of hurts the entire vibe they're going for those characters, unfortunately, by not having them present in the world, I guess. So, like, I very much sympathize that they wanted to have this, like, cast of characters, but couldn't afford the budget to model all of them. Unfortunately, it's one of those situations where it kind of feels like a half measure, unfortunately. Where, like, you know, like, the job was half done, kind of. Unfortunate, you know, infinite budgets don't exist. But I think that it would have been better to probably have the game be a solo venture if they couldn't afford to really bring the other characters to life, like the main character. Like, imagine if this was a solo adventure about just the main character and they're talking. Like, you know, I love the anime cutscene at the beginning was very cute, by the way. I really like how that personalized the main character. That was very cute and showed how they had trouble drawing, had trouble doing this, but they had a passion. I think you could have gone from that cutscene to just having this be a mostly solo venture, where the main character talks to themselves. You notice how they're a silent protagonist? Since they're the one that with a 3D model, it'd be nice if they talked and shared their thoughts and stuff. I would get more into their personality, since I'm actively seeing them and playing with them. Like, it'd be nice to see what their thoughts are on things. But unfortunately, they're a silent protag, so... Not that there's anything wrong with silent protag, mind you. It's just the circumstances. It makes it kind of a little bit more boring that they're silent. I can't... by the way, I'm currently looking for... I'm looking for a treasure map. I'm looking for a map. Let me know if you guys see anything that looks like a treasure map. I'm going to run down here on the shoreline, because who knows, maybe it's down here. Get a different angle on things. The music's really nice, by the way. Definitely hits a nice vibe. Suspicious sticks. Suspicious sticks. Suspicious sticks. Okay, nothing there. Actually, I should pop back in here. Maybe there's something in here I missed. Aha! I thought so. This is a very awkward angle, but I can work with this. Alright, let's see. So, that little... The island section on the right, that's indicating... Yeah, okay, so... The little circle on the right is this. Right here. So... This map is turned... Gee, how is that turned? If it there. Oh, I guess it's... I don't know. I guess the orientation is the same as the way I'm looking at it. So... I'm actually a little bit flummoxed by the shape of this. Hold on. I guess it's indicating this area over here. Is it like indicating like here-ish? I'm a little at a loss for that one. I guess I'll just go to the landmark, run south till I hit the beach, and then check a little in. You think 37.8? Oh, that's completely different where I was thinking. 37.8's in the ocean, my friend. Oh, you mean like... Oh, wait, are you reading the... Oh, bottom... Oh, yeah, I know. 37.8, yeah, somewhere around there. Never mind, I thought... I forgot. It's XY, yeah. I'll just run south from the landmark until I hit the ocean, and then I'll back up a bit. Oh, no. Let's see. Okay, that's north, so that's south. Okay. I should be staying right here. Right here. I got a pickaxe! Too bad it's just a sticker. I could mine for ores. That'd be fun, too. Hi, Bolt. You know, I'm kind of playing them a bit slow today, but they seem nice enough. Well, the first game was kind of bad, but it was fun to talk about. Like, we all kind of just agreed that it was bad and talked about it. So it was fun engagement. Alright, so that's the only treasure for here, I think. So now we, okay, can I put these back? Can I, like, put these... Okay, there we go. I put the bees away. You're welcome, Essler. Let's see. Highest point with flowers. That's a pretty high point with flowers. Oh, it's right next to the... Okay. See, once again, these pillars are in my way, but... Oh, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 steps. And a little bit, 7 steps and a tad bit to the north. I already have this measured to 7, so that's pretty convenient. Wait. Is that right? North? I think so. Oh wait, right, I'm doing diagonals. So that's north. And I'm actually wrong. I didn't do west. I went southwest. Southwest. And then slightly to the north, technically. So it'd be like up there. I'm feeling much better now. Thank you, Billy. That was really delicious. Okay, see, this is the problem. This is part of that valid criticism. So they just talked about having a picnic. And then I was told to find a good picnic spot. And then I found a good picnic spot. And then they had a picnic. How did this happen without me? Like, where are they doing this? Thanks, Billy. By the way, I noticed our raft has a hole in it. Oh, no. Our raft is leaking. Are we gonna die? Fiddlesticks. Just need a bit of wood. I'm sure I saw the stack of wooden plates. Also, here's the other two. The characters are talking about, like, yeah, these things are totally happening. These things are totally happening. You're just not involved, but they're totally happening. Anyways, can you give me these things for these things that are totally happening? It's like these things are happening in this weird vacuum that we're not a part of. Like, they literally just had a picnic and we weren't a part of it. Okay? And now it's like, oh, the raft is sinking. Please give me some wooden planks. Oh no, let's go take a look at our raft and let's see how it's sinking. Let's see the damage. Because the raft is sinking, we gotta get some planks. Yeah, look at how it's sinking, guys. I see like a water spout coming out of it and it's slightly leading. Except for it's not, because again, these events are happening in a weird vacuum of narrative dialogue that doesn't actually pertain to the game or its world. And that's the problem here. That's the problem I have with this narrative. It's such in a vacuum apart from the game. Like, apart from the gameplay, apart from the game world, these things are happening. And you know what they say about video games? Show, don't tell. So. I definitely recall a picnic dropping down from the sky for that one. Wait, what? There's a picnic? So wait, a picnic dropped down? Like what? Like a whole picnic basket just fell from the sky and like, boop, there's a picnic now. It has rubber rafts. It does. Actually, if there was like wood damage to the raft, it would be fine. Like, you might want to get that patch so somebody doesn't fall through the hole in the deck, but like, it's actually on like some sort of floaty containers, so it actually would be fine if the deck was damaged. It wouldn't cause it to sink. Instead of the arrow, it caused the picnic. Was there a okay, sorry, I wasn't paying 100,000% attention when I found the picnic spot. Was it a compass or was it a picnic basket that dropped down? I didn't actually fully pay attention. I admit to that. It did not happen here. Oh, that's weird. So wait, why did the demo have a custom little... I mean, that's something, right? If the compass gets replaced with an item relevant to the quest, that's something. It's not a full picnic happening, but that is a nice little attention to detail. Why is it removed? Why does the full game not have the feature that the demo had? That's strange. So basically, when Esther was playing the demo customized that compass a little bit more for that event. But here in the full game, it's not like that. It was just the compass. That's really odd. Why would you remove content from the demo? Huh. I mean, I guess I could see removing content from a demo if it, like, caused a glitch or something, maybe, but... Well, anyways, mark the wooden planks on the beach. But yeah, it just feels... Again, I think I would be completely happy with this game if the characters weren't there and I was just on my own and doing this mapping to find a treasure. And I was just doing it because I wanted to. My character, you know, the character's motivation would have been solo and they just would be doing it. That would be fine in my book, but having these characters and then having their actions not actually be shown at all, or even indicated in any visual way, just feels kind of cheap, right? Feels unfinished, even. Like, oh, they didn't have time to do that animation, it's out of budget, or something like that. I remember because it's when I went to Mark Howler achievement and the physics went weird. Oh, see that? Well, maybe they removed it because of glitch. Then they removed it because of glitch. That's a shame. They removed something from their personality by doing that. So I need to mark this. Who placed this here? It's already like a made little section of raft. Okay. No, Esther isn't joking. He's telling the truth. Okay. That over there is that. That over there is that. I'm just using that to kind of figure out. Like, I don't know. I'll be completely honest with you guys. It's actually kind of in the middle of those, isn't it? A little bit. It's almost in the... It's almost kind of where they meet up. But yeah, Farrah's got the right idea. I think it's a little further back, but pretty much where that is. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with my complaints. They might seem a little pedantic because technically the gameplay isn't being technically the gameplay isn't being I knew I was a little off still. I need to go a little bit more towards fair, it looks like. No, actually, fair was further off than me. So I was correct to go a little away from fair. I think that it needs to go... I actually think it needs to go over this way. Well, that didn't change my result. Actually, wait. I need to go further away from that. So here's my critical complaint. There we go. Technically it was on the edge still, but counts. Counts for 3 stars. The reason my criticism matters, at least to me, is I don't feel as invested to the gameplay if the game feels kind of cheap with its narrative. Does that make sense? I don't think this is a shallow statement. Like, if you have a game that has pretty good gameplay, but then it throws on a story that just makes you kind of feel like you're getting unimmersed from the world. You know, like, there's stories that immerse you to games, but it's also possible for a story to, instead of immersing you, it pulls you away from the game world. Like, it pulls you away from the narrative, the game world, what's going on. If it's written in such a way that pulls you out of it, it can make you less motivated for the actual gameplay as well. And I feel like that's happening to me here. Basically, since the narrative feels a little phoned in, cheap, like they didn't have enough budget to really deliver the narrative and story in a way that was engaging, so by doing that, it's less engaging to me, and thus the gameplay loses engagement. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it kind of feels that way to me. Look, Milo, it's as good as new. Really? I want to go look at how good as new it is, because it was clearly damaged, right? So let's go look at how much it's improved. Alright, I'd like to take a look at the stone mask with the hammer. Why is there so much stone lying around here? Also, it just feels like the characters are like... They mined stone here? I guess they did. Yes. With their wings? Yes? Okay. Well, let's go look at the ship. We just fixed the ship, guys. Let's look at how much it's been fixed. Wowee, it's as good as new. As in, the same as before. Alright, yeah, it's just... The puzzles are fine. Having me wait! So they made me find this wood for them to fix the boat. It's still here! The wood's still here. They used this wood to fix the boat, but it didn't even get removed from the game world. It's still just sitting here. What was the point of me finding this wood if you guys just use other wood? Alright, well... But, anyways. So, I get what's going on here. They're having the characters talk about this and that. Like, do you notice how fickle they are? They're like, oh, we want to do a picnic. Oh, actually, we want to fix the boat. Actually, I want to find a stone bucket. Like, they're so random, right? But we're going from objective to objective to do different things they want us to do. And if this game was less narratively focused, if this game was trying to do less with the characters and... Well, honestly, it feels like they're doing an excuse. It feels like we're just going through a string of excuse plots. Oh, character B wants you to go over there because they feel like it. Oh, character D wants you to go over there because they also feel like it. Like, these feel like random... It feels like I'm just their pack... It feels like I'm just their busy work mule. And whatever random little fancy strikes their little brains, I'm gonna go do it for them. And that doesn't... It doesn't feel very satisfying. But by comparison, imagine for a second that this game had less story, and it was just saying like, yeah, okay, let's triangulate the position of this object, let's triangulate the position of that object, and it was the same objects. It wanted me to go to the same places to do the same things, but it just didn't involve characters trying to do an excuse plot. I think it'd be less frustrating, because it's like, oh yeah, my character just wants to triangulate these things, that's fine, they just want to do that. Alright, it's kind of random, but like, yeah, let's triangulate that item, it's in a good position to triangulate, let's do it. But by making the characters be all fickle and tell us to do things, it feels kind of irritating. It's basically if the game could have the exact same puzzles, the exact same things happening, but if it was just reframed as our main character just like testing or training their skills, like they just want to triangulate this, they just want to cartographer this thing, maybe it'll help them figure out something else. If it was reframed like that, then it would be actually a lot more enjoyable, I feel like. Meanwhile, because there's something very specifically annoying in a video game when, listen, we all understand, if you're playing the protagonist in a video game, that means that you are the guy that's going to do everything. While the NPCs, they're not going to do things. They're not going to do as much. But I feel like a good video game has the NPCs also doing things. You know, so you don't feel like the only person that's trying to do anything. You know, tropey trope, oh yeah, you join the Rebel Alliance against the bad guys, but the rebels just sit around and you're doing all the battles, you're doing everything, because you know you're the protagonist. So the whole rebel army is going to wait for you to do everything for them. It's, you know, that sort of trope, right? It's kind of what's going on here. But yeah, it is I, Dragonborn, exactly. It is I, Dragonborn. Let me solve the entire Skyrim Civil War. It seems like we're already be chasing the Raven. Yeah, that's the thing. This is the problem, too. The story actually has a pretty good main hook. We're a bunch of people that are interested to find the Raven King's treasure. Okay, that's cool. The Raven King is this cool, like, Raven guy who left hints in these cubes that you're going to go find. So I actually understand the busy work if the busy work was all focused around finding the cubes. Because the cubes are basically like giving us a little set of riddles to lead us to the next one. And that's set up by the Raven King to get to his eventual like ancient treasure. That's an interesting hook. So why are we doing busy work like finding a picnic spot, you know? Why don't we focus down on like finding these cartographer cubes? And which we are, mind you, we are finding them. But we're finding them amongst a bunch of busy work where the other characters kind of feel like they should be getting up their butts and doing it themselves. You know, that's the thing. But anyways, mark the stone basket with the hat. So here's the thing. Our educated person wants to find the stone basket. He didn't even say why. Does this involve the cartography cubes that we need to find? Maybe. I don't know. I guess he means this. Oh! This is that plank, right? This is where we previously marked the plank, right here. I'm just gonna triangulate from that. Because it's in a straight line from it. 1 second, I need to find my cardinal directions. Actually, wait, that's easy. Because it is directly the opposite direction. Well, not quite exactly, but pretty close. Yeah, pretty close. So this is the smaller one, right? Yeah, that's the smaller one. So it looks like if I just go... Let's see here. I'm gonna face that way. Walk towards that. Okay, face that way. Okay. Oh, is that really that? Oh no! Okay, there we go. I got him facing the right way. Turn around, and then... Right here. Eight steps. Now this is where the compass actually is quite useful, because this needed to be 8. That's about there. And then I just need to put it like here. Or here. Actually no, I need to do... Here's what I need to do. I need to rotate this so it lines up with that. And then put this here. And that should be where the mark needs to go. Yeah, I was a little off, but that worked pretty well. Okay, I need to move it a little bit. I'd say my logic was pretty sound there. I need to go a little bit more... it was a little too far over there, so I guess... I guess just... down? Yeah, there we go. Yep, that was right. The Raven people are very advanced for the time. They had stones. That's very advanced. Then the Raven King's treasure must be something incredible, I guess. Wait, so what was the point of finding that stone basket? Studying the fact that they did mining? I guess. The thing that kind of weirds me out is, like, what's the point of triangulating some of these things? Like, why did I triangulate wood for them to repair the boat with? Like, that wood's getting moved and used for the boat, so why do I need to know the exact location it was at? I don't know. Anyways, I think I'll stop here. I don't know about this one. Clearly, Essler enjoyed this game. I think the gameplay loop is actually pretty good. I think the gameplay loop is pretty. Oh, I didn't mean to click all the way. I was trying to go back to tile screen. Um, I think the gameplay loop is pretty fun. It's kind of chill. Um, Obviously, it's very chill because if you mess up, you could just do it again until you get it right. So it's not. It's very relaxed, right? You can take your time with it. You can mess up. It's whatever. Um, but unfortunately, I hate saying this, but I feel like you'll have the best experience with this game if you just mash the left click to skip through the cutscenes and just read the map to see what you're doing, and then just do it. I feel like if you just unmarry this game from its story, you'll have a better time if you just skip it and move right off to the gameplay, you know? And I appreciate the genre it's in. Cartography is not exactly a genre that is very common for games. But I have to say, this game doesn't really grab me very strongly. I could play it and enjoy it on a casual level, but I wouldn't say the game grabs me very strongly. It really does suffer at trying to have a story without investing enough into that story to make it enjoyable, to make it immersive enough to really carry alongside the gameplay. It doesn't mesh with the gameplay at all. It feels like a story that's happening completely separate from what we're actually doing. Like, it technically ties in, but it feels very excusey. So, I don't know how they could improve the story exactly. Getting the characters to actually help you and be involved and feel like more like a part of a team would be nice. But I don't know how they would do that without drastic and probably expensive changes. Also, this game's already released, so that's unlikely to happen. But it's cool. It's cool enough. It does make me more excited for the other cartography game, which I'm going to share this with you guys after I end this video, but there's a game called Beware of the Cartographer, which I actually am quite eager to play, because unlike Map, it actually has a lot of personality. I'll show you guys a trailer of it once I finish this video, for those of you in the stream. But yeah, overall though, Map is fine. I see why Essler enjoys it. But and I hope Essler enjoys playing this more family sharing with from my account, because he can now. I hope he enjoys playing more of it. You can tell me if the story ever actually clicks anywhere. I might play it more too a little bit if I want to relax or something. This feels like a game I could turn on if I need to relax. It's not bad by any means. I just wish the characters and story did more to support the game. Because when you get right down to it, a cartography game isn't exactly super action-packed. So it would be kind of nice if the story was a little bit more rich and immersive. Because it is a chill game, so a chill game does get supported with a good story. Because, in a chill game, you're not doing a million things. So if there's a little bit of story happening on the side, it's chill vibes. You have time to sit back, read a story. So if the story is, enjoyable and good, then it can really support a chill game. Because you got the time to read it, you got the time to sit back and enjoy it. I didn't feel myself enjoying the story. I didn't feel like the story detracted from the game, really. But if I focused the story, I did find myself a little demotivated because I found it a little irritating how the characters weren't really helping you. They're just kind of there to be talking heads. And that started annoying me a little bit when I focused the story. But if I didn't focus the story, it wasn't really affecting me. It was very neutral at that point. Yeah, Map, a game about maps. I would encourage the developers to do better on their storytelling in future games, but I think the gameplay is quite nice, and it's nice to see a unique take on a genre like this. A genre that doesn't obviously get many games in it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Map, a game about maps.